If how people treat you can change how you feel about yourself, this video might be for you. This is day 3 and 4 of my journal entry series. I've been realizing something about myself, and I don't think I fully understood it until recently. I care a lot about how people see me, not in a surface level way, but in a deeper way, where I realize I've been seeking validation and approval from the people I love and honestly, just people in general. And because of that, the opposite affects me more than I'd like to admit. If someone's proud of me, I feel it. If someone appreciates me, I feel it. But if I feel overlooked or not enough, or misunderstood, I feel that just as deeply, if not more. And I think for a long time that turned me into a people pleaser. Not in a way where I didn't have my own thoughts, but in a way where I didn't want anyone to be upset with me. So I would overextend myself, give more than I should, show up in ways that slowly drained me, just to keep things peaceful. And the truth is, when you live like that, you end up putting a lot of pressure on yourself, because you're constantly trying to meet expectations that aren't even yours. And sometimes people don't even appreciate it the way you think they will. You just end up being taken advantage of. But this isn't me trying to be a victim. It's just something I've been learning. Because the other day, I had my last performance on stage with my band after 10 years of performing. And I was recognized, I got awards, gifts, and people spoke about me in ways that made me feel seen. And in that moment, I felt so appreciated, so supported, so grateful. But later, I sat with that feeling and realized something. I realized how much my emotions were tied to how other people responded to me. I felt good because they made me feel good, and that's when it hit me. I don't want my sense of worth to keep depending on how others treat me. Not because people don't matter, but because my foundation can't keep shifting like that. I want to feel secure in who I am, even when no one's clapping, even when no one's validating me in that moment. And it made me think about something my mom told me once. She said, "You accept the love you think you deserve." And that stayed with me. Because when I really sat with it, I realized there were times in my life where I didn't think I deserved much, so I accepted less. I tolerated more than I should have. I gave more than I was receiving, and I convinced myself it was okay. I don't feel like that version of me anymore. I feel like I'm growing into someone who understands her worth a little more. Not perfectly, but enough to start changing. And I think part of that growth is learning what I already have is enough. Because when I really think about it, even in moments where I feel like I don't have everything figured out, I still have everything I need. Not because life is perfect, but because God is constant. And that changes how I see things. It's been making me more grateful too. Why wouldn't I be? There's so much in my life that I used to overlook because I was so focused on what I thought I needed next. I used to plan everything, every detail, what age I'd get married, when I'd have kids, how my life would look like step by step. I had it all mapped out. And there's this quote that says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And I understand that now, because 2025 didn't look anything like what I had planned. It was honestly a breakdown period for me. Things didn't go how I expected them to. I felt lost in ways I didn't prepare for. But looking back now, I think that breakdown was necessary. Because now I'm rebuilding, and this time it feels different. It feels like I'm building on something more solid. Instead of trying to control everything, I'm learning how to follow God's plan instead of my own. And I've already seen a difference. Not everything is perfect, but there's a sense of peace I didn't have before. If you told me a few years ago that I would be where I am right now, I probably would have thought you were crazy. But honestly, I'm okay. And I think that's what matters. The Bible talks about how things we face aren't unique to just us. Other people are going through them too. And I think that's why I wanted to share this. Because if I can say it out loud, maybe someone else can hear it and feel less alone in it. Maybe someone else can see themselves in it. And maybe we can grow through it together. Not perfectly, just honestly. Thank you.